I'm so tired. Just like Spider-Man is like the saddest. He has the most sad like backstory, I feel like. Or he's like always going through some. I feel like Spider-Man is like targeted most towards kids, but Spider-Man is like depressed. Here's my history with Spider-Man. I'm 22 years old, so Tom Holland. I've been a Marvel fan since I was 8 or 9. I saw the first Captain America in theaters for my birthday. Throughout that entire time, from me 8 or 9 years old until Tom Holland's first solo Spider-Man movie came out, I never gave a web swinging fuck about Spider-Man. I never had an emotional attachment. I just never cared about the character. And it makes sense, right? Because I grew up on the MCU. I didn't automatically go back and watch Tobey's movies. I didn't go back and watch Andrew's movies until now. So for me, Spider-Man wasn't in the picture until 2016, Captain America Civil War. And even then, he wasn't the main star of the movie. It was a Captain America film. So yeah, my first Spider-Man movies were Tom Holland's movies. Both the first Spider-Man and the second Spider-Man both made me cry. Partly because Tom Holland's a very good actor, and also the fact that it does make sense because me and Spider-Man are closer in age versus like, I don't know, me and fucking dusty ass Steve Rogers. Okay, fast forward to when I'm sitting in the theater cheering for Andrew and cheering for Tobey, and it hits me, I have only seen Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies through PMI, pretty much it, commentary videos. Besides Spider-Man that came out in 2002, I saw that one full through. I think I've seen that one 2 or 3 times at this point. And hearing the cheers when both of these men came on screen, you would have thought that both of these actors' portrayals of Spider-Man were universally loved. Both of them, right guys? It might be hard to believe now because we were in the peak of the Andrew Garfield renaissance. But there was so much dislike. So much, honestly, is an understatement for Andrew Garfield's portrayal of Spider-Man. The way people would talk about his movies, having never seen it before up until this point, I was under the impression that both of these movies were absolute hot garbage, piece of shit, flaming hot Cheetos, like trash, fire your producer, hold this L, ratio plus your white, like awful movies. The way people would drag these movies through the mud. I would see people all the time say Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man sucks, he's the worst portrayal of Spider-Man. So one, it was nice to see Andrew get some love, but two, from the outside looking in, somebody who wasn't affected by any type of nostalgia, seeing how other people would talk about Andrew, I was very confused. I was like, y'all niggas are bandwagoning. This is crazy. Like, where did this switch up come from? Because before, up until No Way Home came out, when people are like, oh, the Spider-Man's gonna be in the movies, they can fucking stare at each other, all I was seeing was a general dislike, once again, for Andrew's movies and the way he portrayed Spider-Man. So instead of just taking other people's opinions and accepting it as my own, I decided to do research. Being watching movies, I love my job. So let's answer the question. So in the beginning, I wrote, I like that we're already starting off a little different by showing his parents. And the break-in obviously sets up Spider-Man already. So it's cool to think that technically he's been tied to Spider-Man through his dad throughout his entire life. And just like the other Spider-Man movies, we don't see his parents. So it was nice to have something different for a change. Note for Flash here, and this is a genuine question for me, right? I went to LaGuardia in New York City High School. That is me basically saying everyone was gay and everyone was depressed. So there wasn't really like this type of bullying, like put your head in the toilet, you know what I mean? That wasn't really a thing that I saw or I experienced. Whenever I see high school portrayed in movies and I see people getting like physically bullied, I genuinely cannot fucking wrap my head around this. Does this actually like happen? Like still happen? I just can't wrap my head around somebody doing that to someone because you are the lamest person in the fucking world. Get a job! Stay away from her! Like you're beating up someone in school. Like girl, you're failing English. Like go deal with that. So I have written down Andrew plays awkward teenager like drug addict. So this is not a dig at Andrew Garfield, okay? He is an amazing actor. Period. Next sentence. It's just that if this version of Peter Parker went to my school, I would think he was on drugs. I understand teenagers are awkward. I'm just an awkward teen, man. I'm just an awkward teen. I'm just so awkward. I'm just so awkward, man. You ever see me without this stupid hat? But I don't know. I do know. You know, Lino, and I can critique your acting because I am an actor. I have an EGOT. I have a Grammy. Exactly. I'm just gonna say it. Aunt May's not hot here. Hashtag not my MJ. Oh. Hashtag not my little mermaid. Like I said previously about him basically being tied to Spider-Man through his dad his entire life, I like the spider bite more too. I just like how this is kind of based around technology. It seemed more grounded, as grounded getting bit by a spider and having powers and turning into a superhero can be. He goes in the room, he sees the spiders, they're obviously like not normal, a bunch of them fall on him. I think the build up and the flow of it was really good. This movie is also a fucking comedy. Like, we know at this point that Emma Stone, oh my god, she's hosting SNL tomorrow. I'm so excited. Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield are fucking hilarious. They do comedy very well, but there are so many moments in this movie where, like, if there wasn't any action, it would just straight up be a comedy. And it didn't give how the MCU does comedy, where it's like, beat up bad guy, Tony Stark quip, move on. Like, it might have had the same formula, but it didn't feel formulaic, if that makes sense. I mean, then again, this technically, now it's an MCU movie, but when it came out, it wasn't an MCU movie, so it had a different, like, feel to it. Once again, I'm not clouded by nostalgia. This is my first time watching these movies. All right, this is definitely an unpopular opinion. I want us to really take off the nostalgia glasses, right? Take off the nostalgia bra, take off the nostalgia socks. I want us to think about their interactions together, because up until they decided to hang out or study or whatever, they had next to zero. She saved him from not getting bullied, but she didn't even look at him. And then they were in the classroom, and then she was like, hey, you should go to the nurse. And then some man that went to go, like, pick up Peter or whatever is like, he has pictures of you on his computer. And if that was me, and like I literally have talked to this nigga like 3 times, I would be like, oh my god, stay away from me. I'm gonna get a restraining order. That's creepy. That's creepy. I'd be like, oh, that's not. Let's take these things and put them together. Does that equal like a budding romance to you? Not to me. I'm gonna say budding romance instead of chemistry, because it's Andrew Garfield. Let's be real here. Andrew Garfield can have chemistry with the fucking broomstick. But I don't think that their build up for going into a relationship was good. Thankfully, she didn't tell him to stay away from her, or maybe she should have. My god, they both play awkward so well. That first interaction that they had where they were actually talking to each other, I was fucking cringing. Cringe central. That's cringe. L ratio. Plus you're white. They do have chemistry, but I don't think they have connection. Does that make sense? It does. Fuck you. To me, it seemed like they barely knew each other. They barely talked to each other. And when they do, it's either about Spider-Man or they're just dumping their trauma on each other. Trauma dumping besties. Trauma dumping couple. You better trauma dump. What the fuck? I feel like it should have been developed more in order for the end of the first movie to hit. You know, where he like, I can't stay away from you, Gwen. I know your dead daddy said we need to stay away from each other, but I can't stay away. You know that TikTok video where you grab the gun? You see, it works. It works. Dr. Connors was also a villain I never really had any empathy for or gave a fuck about until the Spider-Man video game. It was literally Spider-Man lockdown. Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man video games, Spider-Man. I resonate with misunderstood characters like Bucky and Loki, so I really fuck with Dr. Clark Connor. Do you have somebody's doctor? You have to say doctor, blah, blah, blah. Like Sir Ian McKellen. So a 16-year-old would absolutely profile every long-haired man they saw in the Queens area with a star on his wrist with intention of killing them, of them, of D-wording, of K-wording them, of unalive to get revenge for his uncle. Messy, messy, messy. Stupid, dangerous, exactly like a teenager. I cross the street when I see teenagers. I cross the street away from them. Do not take, oh my God, don't take that out of context. And obviously his awkwardness fits so well with not knowing his own strength and navigating the new world. It was portrayed well. Great Stan Lee scene. I loved the camera work there. That was so cute. He's super awkward when he's Peter, but when he's Spider-Man, he's that comic book version, joking around and super confident. It seems like a switch. That's what I wrote. I don't know if I meant good switch or bad switch. I think not bad, but it seemed like a very quick switch, because on one side of the bed pillow, he's very, very awkward and like can't even look anyone in the eye when he talks to them, but then on the other side he's super confident and joking around. So I guess maybe when he has that mask on, that kind of unlocks a different side of him. That reminds me of Bret Hart. And yeah, so I also watched the second movie and I have some opinions. On that one. I don't know how y'all feel or what the general consensus is on his second movie, but yeah. But all in all, in conclusion, to make a long fucking story short, it was a good fucking movie, okay? It was a good movie. Y'all just bandwagon hate something until it's cool. Like, it's so funny when people are like, oh my God, I hate pineapple on pizza. Have you had it before? No. Girl, shut the fuck. Or like people being like, fucking Avengers Age of Ultron sucked. Did you watch it? No. What the fuck? Like, that movie is good. That movie's fine. Jesus. Fuck. Oh, I could talk about Thor the Dark World too. The second movie too. I could also talk about it. Like, oh my God. And I was almost a victim to, are you a victim to bandwagoning on hating things without forming your own opinion? I almost did that. And then, because I only watched that movie once, and then that was when I was younger. When I was back in my day when women couldn't live. Back in my day when women got burned at the stake for knowing that 2 + 2 is 4. Balenciaga! If I ever get burned at the stake, should I scream Prada? Prada! Nah, Balenciaga, it's like longer, so it's better. Oh. Okay. That's not... Revenge of the Sith, bitch? Oh my God. What the fuck? That's my favorite Star Wars movie. Y'all do this with music. Y'all do this with everything. You don't form your own opinion. One person says it sucks and you're like, yeah, it fucking sucks. And you didn't even watch it ever. You don't ever actually make your own opinions. You just listen to other people. I'm never listening to y'all again. Anyways, Balenciaga. Goodbye. Voldemort. Harry Potter.